Happy spring, everyone. I know I'm a little late with it, but guys, I've been working and I do have something to share in this video. I am working on our front yard and our front porch, and we're using some existing items. When you take care of your items, they hold up well, and you can use them again and again. And then when you want to buy something, you'll have the money to do just that. I love a pretty outdoor living space, and I must say our front yard is like a little signature stamp for me. No, the front porch is a signature stamp for me. So I'm starting here in the front yard, and I am painting these big pots that I've had here for a moment. Now, guys, the paint I put out there a couple of years ago, I don't know, it just literally blew away. And this time I'm using some old paint that I had in the garage, and it is the old high temp paint that I use to paint the inside of the fireplace. High temp paint is thick and it will give you amazing coverage with just a little bit of it. I mean, this is going on like I'm putting icing on a cake, and this is black, but it looks a little brown, but it is actually black, and I don't mind that. The little gloss as well. So I'm painting these pots, and look at the coverage. I absolutely love this. So I'm not painting all the way down to the ground, just giving it the coverage for the areas that you're going to see. Don't you love this? This is looking good. Another good try. All right, next we needed to tackle the shrubs. For some reason, the ones that are closer to the sidewalk, they never fully fill in. And we've noticed that in the last couple of years. So why not just go ahead and pull them up and plant something for ground coverage? I don't really want a heavy shrub around that area. I just never really liked our yard heavily shrubbed. You know what I mean? So I decided to put down some ground cover, and then to apply a little edge trim so that the landscaper wouldn't have to keep digging this hole deeper and deeper, which was not holding back the bark at all. Now, this landscaping edging came from Sam's Club, and it's 50 feet per box, and I paid $30. Let's just round that up, per box, and I bought 3 of them. I measured it out to make sure I had enough. There are never enough stakes inside this landscaping edging. This never is. You're going to have to do some curbing. And when you get to a curb, you'll need to secure it to the ground. And you really need to have like stakes every other one if you're going to go around a curb. Otherwise, it's going to kind of wave over time. So that is something to consider. I had to order the additional stakes online from Sam's Club. Now, I did not pressure wash the sidewalk. I'd done the front porch. So now all we have to do is go back and include the sidewalk and work on our lawn. So we need to put down some weed and feed and get a little green going on. These doormats were purchased at home last year. Just had them in the garage, bought them out. These are last year's wreaths, and I only had to replace 4 lemons, guys, with a little hot glue, and they're still just as stunning. Remember, I use fabric stiffener on my silk florals so they stay fresh and colorful. I will link that video so you can see how to apply fabric stiffener to your floral wreaths. And every year I apply Scotch Guard to my outdoor rugs, pillows, and seat cushions. Okay, so in the garage, I had these flower pots. You know, I had them out for Christmas. And I also had these rings from a lamp. I was going to do a DIY with those. But I had ordered these crazy topiaries online. Don't do that. It was such a bad product. So I wasn't going to use it indoors. So here you go. I took one of them. I have 2, and I pulled it apart. And of course, they never got their shape. And I attached it to those lampshade pieces, and voila. If I had had a small wire wreath, that would fit snugly inside these flower pots, I would have used it. Something similar to the ones that you get from the Dollar Tree. But hey, these were just hanging in the garage, these rings, and I decided to use them here. And they fit snugly into the flower pots. That looks great, right? I could add some more greenery to it, but right now that's looking pretty good. Well, that's it, guys. I am using some things from years gone by and adding a few new touches of things that I just basically revamped to use a little bit differently, and with some small investments. Curb appeal is also your appeal. You want your home to be appealing to you. You want to be excited about going into it. So it starts with the exterior. We have had roof inspections. We've got to get something done up there. We've got to get garage door painted. We've got a lot to get done. Fence redone. And yeah, we got to put our money where it really will count. So that is why I like to take care of these small things, like using things like fabric stiffener so I can focus on my finances, on things that matter. I did purchase some furniture for our family room, something a little bit differently. Here's a shot of what it looks like. I'll share how we're going to style that in just a little bit. And I've also worked on the table in the living room, finally got the right finish on it. And in 2 weeks, we're back in Atlanta shopping for fabric, as well as home decor. That's it for me, guys. It's back to work. If you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing today. Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, stay in prayer and stay creative.